Hello, Rob here, and welcome to R&B Reviews, and welcome to the latest installment of the First Views segment. This is a segment where I watch for the first time in my life films that have been hailed as classics by audiences and critics alike. And today I'm going to be looking at the 1968 slice-of-life crime drama, Madigan. It was released by Universal Pictures, and it was directed by Don Siegel, and it stars Hollywood legends Richard Widmark and Henry Fonda. It explores the lives of these police officers in New York, with Richard Widmark playing Madigan, a police detective who is given a weekend to track down a fugitive that he and his partner let get away. Fonda plays the forceful yet humane police commissioner, and the movie was based on a novel called The Commissioner by Richard Doherty. Now, when I popped the DVD in for the first time to view the movie, and yes, I did watch this on a DVD, I felt like I was transported back to 1968 because the movie was shot almost in a documentary style without the Hollywood gloss that you might have seen in movies at the time. It's like the camera is around to record everything. For example, in the opening credits, the camera is kind of driving and looking out the window around New York City, and we see the city, the buildings to show how it looked at the time, but also it makes the city a character itself. I really like the performances of the two leads. Widmark is great as the no-nonsense, tough, but honest Madigan who is not above bending a rule to get criminals off the street. Fonda is great as the calm yet tired police commissioner Russell who follows the rules and believes there's only right or wrong, and there's nothing in between, unlike Madigan who, as I mentioned, believes the opposite. I really liked how the movie explored the differences between these two characters. The movie has great use of dialogue for character development and backstory. For example, there's a scene where Henry Fonda's character and a police chief played by James Whitmore are on their way to a ceremony, and they discuss their past of why they became involved in the police department. There's also some scenes that are probably relevant today, like a scene where an African-American reverend said that his son was accused of a crime that he didn't commit.
I came here for justice, and I'm going to get it. But I don't want a policeman's idea of justice.
I think you're talking about revenge, not justice.
There's also tense moments when Fonda's character finds out that there's a possibility that one of his police staff is taking bribes. We also see each lead character's home life, including Madigan's, whose wife, she loves her husband, but feels like he is not around enough and is yearning for him. And adding to the realism, because of the age of Widmark and Fonda, when their characters talk about being tired, they definitely look it. Now, when I was watching this movie, I couldn't help but, see how much movies had changed since Widmark and Fonda's heyday in the 1940s. There's nudity, there's some swearing, and there's also a theme of adultery. And the characters are more complex than in crime movies in the past. And this is probably because the Hays Code, which was used to, some people say, censor movies, was gone, and audiences wanted to see movies that were more credible and relatable. The movie, I think, paved the way for the 1970s TV cop dramas, since they're shot almost the same way, and even the music reminded me of those shows. But what I did not like about the movie Madigan is I felt like I would have liked to have had a more gritty score because it sounded almost bright and Vegas-y to me. And I also felt like the middle of the movie drags a bit, and it could have used, tighter editing. Some of the acting from the more minor characters, like, for example, they felt forced. There's one character that's being questioned. His name is Huey, and also there's the character of the fugitive, Madigan is supposed to be looking for. Sometimes his performance I thought was a little bit forced as well.
Look, man, no right to do this. I got nothing to tell you. I got my rights. I want a lawyer. Hey, what'd you do that for? What did I do what for? You got no right to hit me like that.
Drop the gun, Rocky.
You're out of your mind, finished.
I said tell him to drop the gun!
But I felt the movie Madigan was good, but not a great movie. Widmark and Fonda are great. I liked the realism that the film tries to capture, and I liked how it was shot. And I also liked all the complex elements, from the characters to the situations to the dialogue. I just felt like it was a bit long in spots. I think it needed a more dramatic score, and some of the minor characters' performances felt forced. But still, I recommend giving Madigan a look. Alright, well, that's my review of the movie. If you have seen the movie, what did you think of it? Please put a comment in the comments box below. Feel free to give me any feedback on this video. And if you're interested, please hit the like button, and please hit the subscriber button. And of course, feel free to explore all kinds of movies that you can watch in the comforts of your own home, or if you're able to go to the movie theaters, something you can check out. Thank you very much for watching.